Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about the Fulton County case, just some basic developments there. And then we're going to talk about the DA warming up, because that term got thrown out in the media. And looking back, if you get to see the whole thing and all of the context around it, it makes complete sense. However, the way it got presented in a lot of places, it's something that is making people nervous, like maybe the DA isn't ready for it. That's not what it means. Okay, so first, the basic news. It certainly appears that the grand jury is going to be presented with the information this week. There are two people who have confirmed that they will be talking to the grand jury about this particular case involving the election interference early this week. Okay. Now, just because there's only a couple of people, that isn't something to worry about. She gets to use all of that stuff from the special purpose grand jury as well. So she already has a bunch of testimony. She doesn't have to bring those people back in. Those are the developments. There is a high likelihood that things start moving very, very quickly this week. Okay, now let's talk about her warming up, because somebody said that she used another case to warm up, and it made people nervous. There was a RICO case, and 8 people were charged in an alleged like pandemic unemployment insurance thing. And because it was a RICO case, somebody wisely pointed out that she was warming up. It made people think that she wasn't ready and she needed practice. Okay, that's not what the analysis was saying. She's warming up the grand jury. More like preheating the oven. Off the top of your head, tell me about the intricacies of RICO law, specific to Georgia. There are going to be people who are sitting on that grand jury that are making the same face you are right now. If you have a big case, say hypothetically, the highest profile state level case in American history, you probably want to make sure that the grand jury is already familiar with how RICO cases work. So what you would want is something with a lot of people, a decent amount of paperwork involving maybe statements that are false, and you want it to be multi-state. So the grand jury already understands how it works before they're presented with this massive case with massive implications. They get the basics of how those cases are structured before they get the big one. That's what that analysis was saying, and yeah, that makes complete sense. It doesn't mean that she's not ready. My understanding is that she has a really good grasp on this and brought in an advisor. I think that there may be, by the time it's over, I'm sure there are going to be criticisms made of the DA there. I don't think any of them are going to be, she was unprepared. I don't think that's going to come out of anybody's mouth based on everything we've seen so far. So the warm-up was getting the grand jury familiar with the case structure, with how those cases work, warming up the grand jury. So when she's presenting the election interference case, she's not bogged down trying to explain how the laws work as well. That's what's being said. It limits the questions, limits the interruption, and provides for greater flow during the other presentation. So that is not something to worry about. Most of the places that are framing it as, she's warming up so she can be prepared, they're leaving out a bunch of context. The original legal analyst who put that out there was like super clear about her getting the grand jury warmed up. It was just something that got lost in translation. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.